yet. Well, we'll find out. It's so oh god! When I think about the bad spoiler, it is so bad, guys. It is so bad. I can't I don't think I could have written a worse ending for the show if that's the way they go.
Is it like so bad you just don't think it's real?
I can't believe it's real. I can't. Hey, you know what? You know what I was thinking? Oh no, Kia's still not on. So I was gonna say if he gets on, he's not gonna know we're in this group, but he's not on.
I don't know how to use the overlay.
I don't know. Did you mute Corey?
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess I should unmute him.
Gosh dang. The whole time I'm like, what's the bad ending? What's the bad ending? What's the bad ending? And you guys couldn't hear me.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it. They don't want to know the spoilers.
I mean, it's probably it's
No,
just
I
as much
don't wanna
credibility
know.
as some random blog.
I don't know.
I mean,
No.
mean-
Go into another
don't
channel
know.
then if you want to talk about it.
So they
I'll spoil it for you, Corey, if you want.
I really doubt that any spoilers that are leaked are serious spoilers. So
I don't know. The spoilers last season were pretty right on. But like I said, there are two different spoilers that are very opposite of each other out right now. So
well, I'll wait for it, I guess.
just wait.
Will you,
And
will you be,
that way, if the bad spoiler's wrong, we can just laugh about it afterwards instead of be
Crying about it.
Yeah.
will you be able to tell which one it is by the end of this next episode?
I don't know. I don't know how far this episode's gonna get in the spoiler.
Did you guys see that slow motion video of Solomon donking his head?
No.
I sent it in the group chat. It's hilarious. Yeah, I sent it right before I sent that little screenshot of my Facebook article about Melisandre's death being too brutal. I was like, are you serious? Did you see it?
I'll get on now.
Oh, it is working. Okay, cool.
I didn't get that picture.
Here, I'll send this.
How's it look,
video.
Jason?
Oh, if you go to my Twitch page, I have to figure out how to make it so it's there all the time, because right now it's just if you hover.
Joining.
Was that all I had to do was just pick
Top
up those 3
tipper.
syllables?
Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Damn. How do you get it to show all the time?
You're talking to someone who can't even figure out how to adjust a pre.
A preset in the setting in the.
There we go. I think I fixed it. It should be up there all the time now.
Okay. Look at that, Cole. Why did Cole donate $5 to your?
Because I'm.
Do you guys just constantly give each other the $5?
It looks that way.
So it looks
And looks like Blackbush and Coco never healed themselves after our last battle because.
Yeah, because we didn't rest.
It just ended.
Oh, okay.
Keep staring. See?
I need to get a picture or something to put in the background while we're live.
Why don't you just put your face on there?
Why can I hear double? Oh, somebody's got the Twitch open and I can hear it through that.
I got it on mute, so it can't be. Is it Riley?
I'm just now pulling it out. So do you have any spoilers of what's going to happen in the next episode?
Well, I have the spoilers for the rest of the season. I just don't know when they're going to happen. Some of the stuff probably going to happen next episode, so. But I don't know exactly what's going to happen next episode.
Do you think next episode will be any good?
It can't be any worse.
I get like last episode. I don't know. Some of the talk, the communication was alright. I really enjoyed it, especially after the post battle.
There were so many things wrong with the last episode.
my God. Jason, which one of you posted the? Was it you, Jason, that just posted the Twitter saying how dumb that writers are?
Yeah, that was me.
They're like, they forgot about Danny, forgot about Euron and the Iron Fleet, and then like the previous scene is them discussing the Iron Fleet.
Wait, they said that they forgot. The director said that Danny forgot about the
That
Iron
was
Fleet?
their excuse for Danny not knowing that they would be there, is because she forgot about them. But literally in the scene prior to them flying out to the sea, it's them discussing their strategy, and they're like, they have the Iron Fleet, and she's standing right there.
Gosh.
Alright, so now I've got a picture of a Hawkwing in the background. It's a little blurry, but oh well.
That looks good.
Good group. Attractive group. Thanks, Riley. Especially Corkin.
What?
Key will be like, hey guys.
I'm starting to just,
Did you guys like the Battle of Winterfell?
Yeah, I thought the battle was cool. I thought so far everything else has kind of not gone so well. And you can tell that the writers have really stopped caring.
I don't think it's that they don't care, it's that they don't know what they're doing. Like, they can't... It's so hard to match like the writer's style that...
I don't many favors.
Sorry, I muted Corey again.
I'm more so blame George R. Martin than the writer. That's kind of guess.
Somebody said that he's written himself into a corner, and that's why he hasn't finished the story yet, because he doesn't think that he'll do a good job being able to tie everything up.
Oh, really?
I mean, that was just somebody speculating. Alright, so somebody's got the stream opened up in the background, and they don't have it muted.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
I can't hear it though.
Corman says, what kind of person climbs on a fucking dragon? And then it's the scene where the dragon rescues them last season.
That's just ridiculous. I sent the video in the Discord, so watch it.
Enemies aiming for Rhaegal and Viserion. It's a sniper with like a ghillie suit. And then enemies aiming for Drogon. It's some little kid with a Nerf gun.
DJ, watch the video I sent in the Discord.
When the sex is so bad, you gotta go back to your sister.
Do you think we'll see Kyo tonight?
Should we just start at 9:30?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
DJ, did you watch the video?
I haven't got it yet.
It's on Discord.
Dracarys. It's Missandei saying Dracarys. And it's a picture of Drogon, and it just has the check mark scene 12:48 p.m. Okay, I'll watch the Snapchat here. What do we got?
He's trying to climb up that ladder.
Oh, I thought he's like a little seal trapped in the wiring, the plastic. Oh, Corey! Ouch. Yay. Solomon.
I couldn't stop laughing. He didn't really cry. It's just his
Oh
eye.
shit. It's like, okay, he's still got his balance, he's good. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh.
Hold on, I gotta send the full speed one.
Oh, it's just this overheating.
Free Folk subreddit is hilarious.
I had to unsubscribe from it because there was too many spoilers.
It's the scene in season 1 after Ned's beheaded, and Joffrey's taking Sansa to look at the heads of everyone.
Yeah.
And she's labeled fans and he's labeled D&D, and she's like, "How long do I have to look?" As long as it pleases me. And the heads are labeled like utterly pessimistic ending with no sense of satisfaction, abandoned characters and plot lines, pointless big character progression. That is so funny.
And it has to be funny because otherwise we would all just break down and cry.
Nobody gives Qyburn credit. He saved a man from amputation, listened to a woman and comforted her when nobody would listen, saved a man from the god of death and created a tower and ship defense crossbow to protect the people of King's Landing from dragons. Great word, Qyburn. Keep that up. John be like, "Coffee for John." Sansa be like, "1 latte for Aegon Targaryen." Oh, I can't believe you unsubbed from Free Folk, Jason.
I had to because they were talking about the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, I scroll right past whenever I see Free Folk come up on my suggested.
I mean, I'll resubscribe once the show's over, but I can't risk it right now.
Finally, the mid-boss is out of the way so we can focus on the real threat. A pregnant alcoholic and her pirate boyfriend. When you download the wrong subtitles, it's Qyburn outside of King's Landing. My master Sauron the Great bids thee welcome. So, Jason, have you seen, before you unsubbed, did you see, like, the meme of, like, anytime John would talk to someone, they'd refer to him as, like, Aegon Targaryen? There's one where it's Sansa, it's a screenshot of Sansa, and she's like, "John is Aegon Targaryen," and the next picture is John. He said, "Sansa, I'm standing right here."
Yeah, I saw that one. That was funny. I love all the memes with Sansa. She's so, like, that. It's funny to laugh at because there's so many memes about it, but I mean, like, that's so stupid. Like, why would first John tell them if he knew that it would possibly endanger everything that they've been working towards? And 2, why would Sansa tell people and be so petty?
Because she's Sansa, you know, it makes sense.
She's literally turning into the person she hated the most, which is Littlefinger.
Yep.
She just wants John to take the throne.
After episode 5 and 6, every parent that named their kid Khaleesi, and it's a picture of Shireen being burned at the stake. so good. My favorite. Oh God, I love when we refer to the after the episodes. What they see is just the end of the Dothraki, essentially. Next episode, half are gone.
Yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. I said, as soon as that happened, I was like, ha!
Going into episode 5, like it's Robert on his deathbed going, "Give me Clegane Bull and let me die."
At this point, that's really the only thing I'm looking forward to.
Oh man, that is so good. Oh, these people are so funny. Okay, alright, I guess Kia's not coming.
What? What?
It's 9:30, Corey. You might be tired.
Woke up at 7 from a 2-hour nap.
Definitely in earnest.
You know?
God.
What'd you say, DJ?
7 p.m. You woke up from 7 p.m. from a 2-hour nap.
Yeah.
I got Emerson asleep around 7 o'clock. That's okay. He probably sleeps better than my girl, so I guess you win.
What? How late do they sleep?
I mean, they sleep till about 8 in the morning, but they don't. Emerson doesn't sleep through the night. So, Amelia does. Amelia will go to bed at 8 and she'll sleep till 8. She'll sleep for 12 hours and don't have to do anything. Emerson is not that at all. Okay, so let's talk about our character backgrounds, everyone.
Yes. We got 5 viewers, so don't screw it up.
Oh, well, I'm one of them, so.
Damn it.
I'm one of them.
Damn it.
I mean, come on. You think people just want to look at a picture of a bird pirate?
They can click on our characters and see the character sheets.
Can they really?
Yeah, that's what
Oh
the
my
overlay
gosh.
does. You just thought it was our
Holy
names
crap.
popping up on the side?
Well, I just thought it was our names and health. That's cool. This is awesome. Wow, that is. Okay.
Alright, so we lost Corey.
What? I do this. Oh, did you just mute me?
No.
No, it's just saying because the baby.
The baby sounded
Okay.
like it was getting further away.
All right.
What are you gonna
So, who wants to start with how does your subclass kind of fit into your character's background?
I mean, I'll start because mine is the easiest. I chose the swashbuckler subclass for my pirate because I buckle swashes. That's just how I do things.
Buckle swashes. I like it. Okay. Arcadius.
I'm trying to look at what mine is called, but basically mine was the only one that actually...
Druid, Circle of the Coast. Or
Yeah, I mean,
Circle
of the
Land?
options, this was the only one that had to do with water, so that's why I picked
Okay.
it.
Of course.
All right. Corkin.
Mine was
Circle of the
Battle-
Coast, sorry.
Mine was Battlemaster.
Yeah.
It fits in because I used to be a vet, or I guess I was like a slave, kind of forced into battle, but I guess I'm kind of just like always been battling using my sword.
Oh, that's good. I like it. All right. So we last left off about a month ago. You guys had made it to Ravenglass. You guys made it to the city of Ravenglass, and you dock successfully, and you manage to find. His name was Lewis Riley, if you remember, the blonde-haired guy that worked as the runner for Lord Woods in Ravenglass, or Lord Woods' estate in Ravenglass, and that's where Blackbush and Coco pickpocketed him, and then basically blackmailed him into setting up a meeting with the lady that kind of runs the estate of Lord Woods in Ravenglass. And he left for the day, and he said he'd be back in the morning. And after that, you guys made it to the Musty Attic, where you know that Lord Woods' contact is going to be. And remember, Lord Woods is transferring money to Ravenglass for some reason you're not 100% sure of yet. You know it's going to multiple people, but you're not sure why. So Musty Attic and Shiny Joe was kind of your tip to head that way. So you guys made it to the Musty Attic, and what's going on is essentially a big poker tournament, a weekly poker tournament, Retilde, how they call it in Ravenglass. Hold on.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. And during the Retilde tournament, don't forget we had one of the reoccurring characters, Kane, made an appearance. And you guys, Arcadius kind of was at the poker tournament talking to a member of the Red Tide and also a member of the Conglomerate of Copper. And you guys found out that Shiny Joe was actually a woman, and when she was confronted about her name and her dealings with Lord Wood, she told you guys to meet her after the tavern was closed. And you guys learned during the tournament, you guys have learned that like the council of merchants, the wealthy people, and the military leaders are all at odds with each other as well in Ravenglass. And Blackbush, that's when Blackbush kind of noticed that there were a couple guys that looked like he recognized them. They looked like they recognized him, so he followed them out. You guys got into the fight with a few members of the Undercurrent. Blackbush, you remember them because some of them had that same tattoo on their arm that murdered your uncle. And Arcadius, you know the Undercurrent because they're a splinter group from the group you're a part of. So they're a splinter group of the Red Tide. So that's where we left off. We left off at the very end of the battle, and before we start, I just want to say that Blackbush, as you're staring at the bodies, like I said, you recognize the symbol. It's the same symbol that was killed.
So this is when we had that battle in the back alley, right?
Yes, you guys followed them out the back alley, and they tried to jump you guys, but you cleaned up pretty well.
I died, but it's okay.
No, you were dying. You were unconscious and dying. Big difference. And you, like I said, you recognize the symbol, and then a hazy memory trickles forth, but all you can visualize or hear is like a shouting, blood, and then the symbol kind of flashes in front of you, and then the memory kind of leaves you. You can't recall anything. It like slips away from your grasp. It's like trying to figure out a word that you have on the tip of your tongue. Like it's right there, but it's just, you can't bring forth the memory. So that's where we left off.
Okay, I remember blood and that symbol.
Shouting, some blood, and that symbol. But it's not tied to your uncle. It's tied to something else.
But is that part of my memory? Do I remember that? Or?
Well, you know that it's not. You know that this memory is not associated with the death of your uncle on the ship.
Because I remember that pretty well.
You remember that. Yeah, you remember the death of your uncle pretty well. Because we kind of did that almost.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I gotcha. Right before the story started. So.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, Riley, what were you saying? What's your question?
Was Shiny Joe the one?
She's the female bartender.
Yeah, yes. Was that the one Blackbush mentioned, or that we were actually like undercover?
Yeah. So to kind of go back even further, when you guys met up with Captain Hawkwing, uh, he has put you guys in charge of going undercover. You guys ambushed that ship. You killed the people, and you found a note that just said Shiny Joe, Musty Attic, and it had a list of numbers or of names along with the numbers associated. The individual treasures were kind of divided out by numbers, and all you know is that this was destined. That treasure was destined for Shiny Joe, Musty Attic. So that's why you guys headed there. You guys headed there not just to find Shiny Joe, but also to see if you could get in with Lord Woods' estate. And so that's what's taking you guys to Ravenglass.
And so I, before this battle, had arranged for a meeting with Shiny Joe earlier than expected after they closed.
Yes. You approached her and at the bar and basically got her to admit to who she was, and she said, nervously said, "Yes, just come back after. Just stay here after the tavern closes, and we can talk."
All right. Well, what time is it? Can I go to a shop before they close?
It's kind of late. The poker tournament, took a little bit.
I'm trying to run. Trying to run to the shop.
Blackbush,
What
there's a
shop
dead body in front of us. Your first thought is you want to go shopping?
Yeah, well, after I leveled up, I had a certain just a hunch that I wanted to use a different item as in battle.
Well, shouldn't we do something with the body first?
Do what? It'd just be a couple of dead ruffians in the alley. I'm sure the city guard is used to such things.
Well, I mean, if you want to go shopping, I'm going to go meet up with Shiny Joe, because I'm supposed to meet up with her after the bar closes.
But I guess, is the bar closed right now?
No, the bar, if I were to put a time on this, it's probably close to 10, 11. So the bar still got a couple hours, and honestly, you could probably find a shop, but nothing of any repute.
Perfect!
I think that's the DM's way of saying it's not worth your time.
Yeah, alright.
No, I'll never say no. I'm just saying, if you're looking for Joe Blow I don't know what you're looking for. You're looking for
I'm looking for weapons. 2 scimitars.
yeah. See, the smithy is probably gone. It's
Okay. So, but I could buy 2 scimitars that might have a body on them or two.
They've got the serial number scratched off. that kind of stuff.
Alright, I'll wait. Solomon, don't make me start hitting you.
Can I investigate the dead body?
Yes. Yeah. Give me an investigation.
I need to bring up Discord.
Hey, Corey, can you go back to push to talk? I mean, it's so hard to hear when his baby starts crying.
Poor Corey. I understand, Corey. I don't mind.
I got a
don't mind.
4.
You got a 4?
Yes.
Okay. Did you not roll that in the chat?
No, I did.
Oh. Okay, yeah. See ya. I see, sorry. So all you find is the symbol, and it's partially tattooed and partially just burned into the skin.
The damn earned
These
current.
guys, yeah. These guys have cuts and scars all over them, but you can't really tell much from them. There's just a lot of scars and a lot that are emaciated. They don't look healthy at all.
Any notes
could be-
or gold or anything on them?
No,
No. Okay.
no, not with the 4.
Do I recognize them?
You don't recognize them personally, but you recognize the symbol.
I mean, I guess Quarkin, do you want to help me dispose of the bodies?
Sure. I guess we can do that. And then you said you wanted to go find Shiny Joe.
Well, I already know where she is.
Well, you wanted to go to her, is what I meant.
Yes.
Okay. So let's hide these bodies quickly.
That sounds
I
like
think-
something more up your speed. You're a big, strong. What are you, half orc?
Well, I was thinking maybe you could take them to the sewers. You know, you have a general layout of like sewers.
Well, I
in
mean,
general.
not these sewers, but I mean,
But just like overall, you could show me like a good place to put them in the sewers. You know.
why would we put them in the sewers?
Well, where
Yeah.
else would we put them?
Why would we bring them to the sewers when we have a perfectly good ocean to bring them to?
Ah, the ocean. The ocean will embrace. No,
How
I'm sorry. I take that back. I think that'd be out of character because
You don't like the undercurrent.
yeah, I don't like the undercurrent. I don't want them going back into the ocean. Fuck them.
So then, where would you like me to take them?
You're right. The sewers are the most appropriate place for them.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, we're kind of in the middle of the street. We're probably making a scene right now. So,
But I mean,
You're
we
not in the
are
street, you're
right
in the
next.
back alley.
We're right next to a bar. We can just play it off as that they're drunk and passed out, and you're carrying them back to their rooms.
You know, there's no like DNA or fingerprinting in this era. Like you can just leave them there. It's not a
you know what? That makes some sense. Let's just leave.
I mean, these people clearly look like, you know, thieves and.
Well, perhaps we
rugged-
should. Well, perhaps we should at least get out of the alley then before we're seen with the dead bodies.
Maybe
Right.
clean the blood off our weapons.
Okay. So you guys kind of stash the bodies in a so they don't look quite
Hold
so
on, I'll be
dead.
able to hear you guys, but I won't be able to say anything because I'm bringing Salamonster upstairs.
Okay.
All right. So you guys kind of situate the bodies in a way that doesn't look like they're just dead, and
Sort of like prop them up against the wall.
yeah. They, people. Of course, the way you guys naturally tend, you guys have put them in a very compromising position. The two of them together, the three of them together, look in a way that would suggest that they're up to inappropriate stuff in the back alley. So no one's going to ask any questions for a while. You guys clean off your weapons, and I'm assuming you guys head back into the bar, unless you guys want to continue to talk about nothing.
Well, yeah, let's just kind of get away from here. We can go talk about where we'll go next, as long as we're away from the bodies.
I don't know where else to go besides the bar.
Let's just go in the bar then. Our
Okay.
rooms are here, are they not?
Do we? I don't think we got
You
rooms
guys
yet.
You guys have not procured any sort of rooms.
Okay, well let's go back into the bar and get ourselves a room.
All right, so you go back, and Shiny Joe is busy just throwing out drinks left and right, collecting coins. It's still packed house, even though the poker tournament, you look over, the Matilde tournament's kind of down to about 3 people at this point on the big table. But it's still a rowdy crowd. There's a minstrel in the corner and singing a very appropriate song. Something about looking up a maid's dress. Don't listen too closely. And you get to kind of wave Shiny Joe down, and she's like, "What can I help you with?" She's doing this as she's slinging drinks. She's not even looking at you, but you can tell she's listening.
My friend and I here were hoping to procure a room before our meeting tonight, and I sort of wink slyly, but not so slyly at her.
A room? Are you daft? Look how busy it is in here. I may have a... Hold on. I may have a crate underneath the stairs.
Great!
Listen, man. Can I intimidate?
Yes, you can intimidate.
Where do I check that? Where's it at? Is it Doomstot or is it Ernst?
It's Doomstot.
No, we're in Doomstot, so just throw it in the text.
Okay. What the hell's going on? Okay.
You are intimidating.
Yes. I don't.
Let's say +2.
D20 plus 2.
Ooh.
17. Hmm.
Ma'am, we really need to get a room here tonight. And I kind of like grab her arm a little bit.
You grab her arm.
Intimidating.
You know, this is our only contact in the city.
Oh, I thought this was like the bartender.
Well, we also have the
Yeah.
Okay, for
This
like
is
the
the
fourth
lady
time,
we are meeting.
for like the fourth time tonight, Riley, the bartender is Shiny Joe, who is your contact in Ravenglass.
Shiny Joe, the bartender.
The bartender who you were meeting tonight to get information about Lord Woods. Shiny Joe.
Shiny Joe.
We also know about Miss Stone, right? That's her name.
Yes, you do know her. So that is another contact if you burn this bridge.
So we've got options.
Okay, so you grab. So you grab her by the arm, and what do you say?
I said we really need to get a room. Just like kind of like, not like, like threatening her, but more of like, we like desperately need one. She better
No,
provide.
you just made an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
There's a lot of undercurrents you're sending out her way. So you grab her arm and say that, and she looks right at you, and she says, "I would suggest you take your hands off me." And if you guys give me a perception check, all of you.
Ooh, this is what I'm good at.
What is this? What does she look like? How big is she?
She's not big at all. Like, you could easily take her. Oh shit! Who got the nat 20?
Jason?
I did.
It's not a nat.
Oh
No.
no, it's a 50.
And I got a nat 1. So.
So Blackbush.
God, I can't see!
Like, your one is basically you found a very attractive woman on the other end of the bar, and like you just stopped looking for anything else at that point. Like you just got infatuated with that.
I smile my very rotten smile.
Yeah, toothy, and she kind of looks like ugh, and goes back
And
to her drink.
I rub my tongue in between a big gap in my teeth.
Arcadius, because you rolled a nat 20, you see like at least 4 men on alert. Like make their way. They don't make their way right towards you. They're not like at you full speed. But you saw that like at least 4 guys made a quick step in your direction when Quarkin grabbed her.
Okay.
And they're not the small guys in the room. Like these are beefy-looking guys. I'm not saying you couldn't take them. You could take them, but in your current state, it might be a little difficult. And
Well, I have spells now.
You definitely have, and you would definitely burn your bridges here. But so that's
I
just
can try and pickpocket someone in the tavern and get a room key. They just someone that's drunk, and they'll probably won't make a big deal about it. They just forgot their room key somewhere.
I like that idea better, so I tell Quarkin to let it go, and I tell Shiny Joe, thank you, we'll find other ways to entertain ourselves until after closing. Wink, wink.
And I go to some of the more...
let go? Quarkin, do you let go?
I let go, but I'm kind of like, I just kind of like release it quickly in a way to kind of like petty.
I go to the more saturated, a more saturated looking guest, and still kind of aware, or like still like awake, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Said, how you doing? You got a place to stay tonight?
Oh, she just went up to a random person, started asking them about their sleeping arrangements. Like if you were at the bar, Corey, and someone came up and said, "Hey, where are you sleeping tonight?" Like,
yeah, exactly. I've got I'm a pretty handsome looking fella with a charisma of 16.
Okay, all right. So you go up and they're taking a drink. It's like, "What's it to you?"
Well, I got a lass. I know of that I think she likes your type, and she's no prostitute. She'd do you for free. Do you want to do a deception check?
What in the fuck?
I'm just
I
trying.
mean, yeah, you could do it. Sure. Give me a deception check. Okay. I'm gonna assume that, like, before you went up to this random person, that we're just gonna assume that Blackbush did some scouting on people that look like they were here alone and not with their wives or anything.
Yeah,
You're looking for, like, wedding bands and stuff. You're looking for single guys that looking.
I've done this before.
What?
You
All
know,
right. Then he's like, oh, I see. Which one is she? And he's looking around. That
well,
doesn't matter.
She's okay. Yeah, sorry.
No, you can go.
She's not in here at the moment. I was just wondering, you know, because I don't like for her to go far. If you have a place here.
I've got a small room. Just a small bed, but it'd work for the two of us.
Well, she likes a bigger room, really.
Oh, come on, I'd pay.
I lean in,
Please.
I lean in, and she is hungry. Ooh. If you had somehow gotten a bigger room.
It's all I can afford. I'm so lonely. Please.
Better luck next time, chap.
Oh, please. Please, I'll pay. I'll do anything. And he grabs your arm as you're trying to get up, and like his eyes are now welling up. He's got tears welling up in his eyes. Please, let me buy you a drink.
And as
Come
soon
on.
as he grabs me, I get this serious look in my face, and I get real close to him, and I said, "Ye better let go of me, boy." And
Okay.
Intimidation check.
Yes. And so 21. He lets go, and he's like, "I'm sorry," and he goes back, and now like the tears are really coming down, and he just sits back at his table. And
All right, next one. Anyone got any better ideas? I go to. You know, I want to see if I can spot a wealthier looking
gotcha.
tavern goer.
Okay. So you before we do that, Corkin, are you doing anything special during this?
No, I'm kind of bitterly just walking around in the corner. After school.
He just had his hand slapped. But
So I'm just kind of talking about.
All right, and as he's walking around Arcadius, what are you doing? Because it's
What-
probably going to take him about 10 minutes to find another person, and
What did Blackbush try to do?
he tried to.
I just wanted. I wanted to see if they had a room before I pickpocketed them.
Well, I'm just gonna
Man,
go upstairs where the rooms are.
Okay. All right, so you head upstairs. There's several rooms. It looks like it's multiple stories. This first story looks like it probably houses the smallest rooms.
Okay, well I'm just gonna check the doors and see if I can find any that are unlocked.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
19! I'm on a roll.
All right. So you managed to realize that the doors on the lower level are unlocked.
Yes! They're all unlocked?
No, they're all locked.
Oh, they're all locked.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, people aren't just going to leave their doors unlocked. For
well, I didn't know if any of them were not rented.
Didn't she just tell you?
I didn't know if she was telling the truth or not.
True. All right. True. But you can head up another flight of stairs and check those rooms, which,
Sure.
from what you can tell,
Why
are
not?
probably bigger.
Okay, we'll go upstairs.
Okay. All right, and as you look down the hallway, you see that one of the doors is slightly ajar,
Ooh.
and then we will cut back to Blackbush, who is going to try to swindle a wealthier guy out of his money, out of his room key. So he's sitting at the table and he's just drinking his mug by himself. He's kind of looking over, glancing over at the poker or at the Ratilde tournament, and he's saying some stuff under his breath you can't quite understand right now. You can't quite read his lips, can't quite make out what he's saying over the commotion of everything when you approach him.
Can I buy you a drink?
And he's really kind of lost in his thoughts right now. It looks like he's lost in his thoughts. He's watching the Ratilde tournament with a very earnest expression of intensity. So
He doesn't hear me, basically.
he doesn't hear you right away.
Well, I just go ahead and order a drink. 2 drinks, 1 for me, 1 for him.
Gotcha. So one of the barmaids brings over two drinks and hands you one. And when she puts the drink down in front of this guy is when he's like, oh, okay. Thanks. And he looks up at you and it's like, this is from you.
Aye, yes it is. And I kind of give him a charming smile because, charisma 16. I like to...
Charming smile. Well, thank you, dear sir. And what's your name?
Aye, I be Blackbush. Well,
Blackbush.
folks call me Blackbush anyway. Don't ask why.
Oh, okay. He takes a sip. Thanks for the drink. And then he goes to turn back to the Ratilde tournament.
You seem to have a lot on your mind.
And he's very he's kind of very absent of the conversation. I'm just paying attention. These are some of the best Ratilde tournament players in the Raven Lab. Trying to figure out. There's a system to this that I'm working out. Trying to figure out. If I could just figure it out, I think I could make a lot of money on this.
Okay, so I guess while he is completely not paying attention to me, I'm drinking and I'm just kind of like being rambunctious, and I kind of fall over on top of him while I'm being rambunctious, and I use that opportunity to pickpocket.
Okay, you could do it with advantage because he's not paying attention right now.
Right. Okay.
Here we go. Big check.
Let's see.
Nice.
Okay.
I guess I'll do it one more time.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Good thing you made that second roll.
Oh gosh.
No, I'm kidding. So you fall on top of him, and you deftly drop your fingers underneath his pockets and pull out what appears to be what feels like a small key when you pull away. You kind of nonchalantly slip it in your pockets. It's like, oh, you clumsy oaf.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get a few drinks in me, and I don't know what happened.
Please let me be. I'm focusing on this.
Shoot yourself. I was just trying to be friendly.
Thank you. No. And he looks back at you. I'm sorry. I get really into this, and I'm just trying to figure it out. And I do appreciate the drink, sir. I really
Do you fancy yourself a player?
Oh gosh, hardly. I could never compete in one of these tournaments. My wife would never let me commit to that sort of gold.
Well, I find the best way to do these things is just getting on in there and doing it yourself, and I give him 10 gold pieces.
Damn. Oh, sir, thank you so much. Oh, this is mighty kind of you. And what, you said Blackbeard? Is that what your name was?
Sure. Blackbeard here.
Well, call me Goldshield.
Oh, gosh.
Sarlamu Goldshield.
What?
Sarlamu Goldshield.
Hey.
I've got a pretty wealthy family. You may have heard of me.
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, that's okay. You must be new here then.
No, I'm quite the regular, actually. I've been born and raised here, actually.
Huh. Shame. Well, it doesn't matter. Thanks for the drink and thanks for the gold. And he stands up
Yeah.
and walks off and goes to join a smaller table playing Matilde.
Alright, and as he sits down, I kind of just pat him on the shoulder and I make my way upstairs.
And we go back to now that was happening while we cut to Jason, so like
Okay.
you don't get to head upstairs and
Gotcha.
so Jason,
What's up?
you head up this so you've got that ajar door
Yes.
at the end of the hall and like there's only a few candles up here now, so it's pretty dark. But there is the room at the end.
Can I like sort of get close but not actually go in and listen to see if I can hear anything inside?
Yes, you can give me a sneak.
Ooh, sneak. Ooh, +0. Alright. I used up all my good luck, apparently.
A 1?
Well...
Oh gosh.
All right. So you're like creeping along the edge of the hallway. You're trying to get close to this door, and as you're creeping near one of the candles, you knock it over, and like the floor must have just been cleaned because with some sort of cleaner because the wood catches fire pretty quick.
Oh my goodness.
And at this point, you don't have a lot of time for whatever your next step is going to be.
I cast Create Water.
Oh, yes! Yes! That is worthy of an inspiration.
Yes!
That was brilliant, Jason. Look at that.
The spells are coming in handy already.
Look at that.
You may not have been able to use it to breathe water, but by God, you saved the tavern.
So at that point, the ruckus, though, that you caused, the door that is open opens up further, and a man steps out. He's got dark eyes, not like haunted eyes or anything like possessed, but like just like a dark eyes.
Is he handsome?
He's got a strong chiseled jawline.
Is he wearing a shirt?
It is a shirt, but it is halfway already unbuttoned,
Oh.
and
With some tufts of hair coming.
not too much though. No, not too much tufts of hair. But underneath, you see a very chiseled physique. He's got some stubble on his face, some stubble, and he's got his hair in a man bun. No, I'm just kidding about the man bun. He's got a short haircut. He looks at you, and he's like, he looks at you, looks down the hallway, and says, "I think you need to get in here as soon as possible."
Oh, yes, of course. Let me just clean up this mess I made, and I sort of like push the water to the side.
Nice. He shuts the door behind you, and he's got a window. And as you're looking around the room, you look to the window, and the window is facing the alley that you were at.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, you see, there might be some kind of misunderstanding. I think you might have me confused with somebody else, perhaps.
No, there's no misunderstanding here. I saw everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I suggest your next steps, you probably just want to be as honest as possible with me.
All right. What would you like to know?
First off, how'd you run into those two guys?
That is a good question.
Just cut through the bullshit.
No, I'm literally trying to remember. We were that was a month ago, DJ.
It was.
Well, did we just walk out into the alley and they attacked us?
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay.
Blackbush recognized them.
Okay.
That was it.
Well, they found us actually. And the rest, you saw the rest.
What are you guys doing on the bad side of the undercurrent?
I have honestly no idea, sir. And frankly, I don't want to know because I've heard they are bad news. So, it's been a pleasure.
He awkwardly backs toward the door.
Well, he's in between you and the door at this point.
I back towards the window.
He awkwardly tries to scoot by him. Excuse me. Excuse me.
You killed my only two leads in this investigation.
I thought you were about to say my only two friends.
No.
Oh, well, it was either their life or my life, and I kind of like my life, so.
Oh, please, I don't fault you for killing them. I mean, I know the undercurrent. I know what they're capable of. I've seen what they're capable of. I just want to know if someone like you, who looks like you haven't been to Ravenglass very long, someone like you gets on the wrong side of the undercurrent.
Really?
What they're doing trying to kill you.
So you know about the undercurrent. Perhaps we can compare notes and make sure we're all on the same page here. You first.
Compared to...
Funny, that's exactly what I have.
That's word for word, man. I'm sorry I can't help you. Doesn't got it all figured out. So you don't know anything about the undercurrent. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I know that they're a fanatic group who wants to see the destruction of humankind, but...
But who doesn't, right?
Mankind, pfft, right?
Let's be honest here. They're a lot worse than that. You make it sound like it's no big deal. These guys are a big issue down here in Ravenglass. I don't know wherever you're from, what kind of issues they're having, but they're growing steadily, and they're trying to do something here. I'm trying to figure out what.
And I'm sorry, who are you again?
You call me Carter. Caleb Carter.
Is it Carter with a K or a C?
With the C. Who spells it with a K?
Well, I don't know.
Where are you from?
Well, where I'm from, it's both ways. I've seen it both ways.
See.
And what kind of investigation were you undergoing?
I was undergoing. I'm trying to look into the undercurrent. They've been. Did you say yes?
Oh
I'm
no,
one
I
of
was
the
looking
few
at
people-
Riley what he typed.
Riley type.
Carter with a K.
Bitch. Okay. The undercurrent's up to something big. I've been following these two for about a week. See if I get it. Thank you, Jason. Carter with a Q.
Qatar.
I've been trying to figure out what they're up to. I was hoping these two could lead me to someone a little bit more important in the group, but to no avail. They've been going around to inns and taverns, promoting their talk, trying to find the destitute and the downtrodden, recruiting them to the cause. Once they recruit them, they take them to wherever they're taking them, and then next thing you know, they're no longer the same person they were when they went down there.
So I mean, are you just working independently, or do you have somebody else helping you out here?
The investigation is pretty much me. The city guard, or if you can call them the city guard, they don't care. Most of these guards are bought out by the wealthy and the military, any sort of businesses. They're all taking bribes, so the undercurrent's the last of the worries.
So you're just a good Samaritan looking out for the underdog.
Well, no, I'm part of the city watch. But
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Sorry, I wasn't clear. But I'm one of the few that's actually doing something about it.
Oh, of course, of course. And where do I fit in your plan?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh.
How do you fit into my plan? What brings you to Ravenglass?
Well, you see, I was here for the
Okay.
sushi.
Yeah.
I heard that Ravenglass has excellent sushi. And of course, the card tournament downstairs I was playing, and I cashed out a little early. Thought I'd catch a few Z's.
So you have no understanding and no reason why you would suspect the undercurrent to be after you?
None whatsoever, sir. Carter, sir. I'm sorry, can you
Look.
button up your shirt? It's very distracting.
And at this point, like, he's been really hammering you with questions, and now you're noticing the sweat starting to bead around his chest, his
Here,
perfectly shaped
just
pectorals. And you see the buttons go down to the beginning of a perfectly chiseled six-pack.
Oh my
And
goodness.
he's like,
He's
I'm
perfect.
sorry. So
You've
he
been listening to
buttons-
Throwing the Glass too much.
Oh my god, it's just like throwing glass.
When you were describing him, that's what I was imagining.
Damn it, Jason, why did you remind me of that?
Sorry, continue.
And so he buttons up his shirt, and as he's buttoning up, you see the muscles tensing in his bicep. This perfect human specimen.
What the book is?
Basically.
What did you say?
It's erotica.
This guy looks oddly like Fabio.
Corey made a joke about his attractiveness, and so I've just kind of rolled with it. I'm sorry, what was the last thing you said?
I asked him if he could button up his shirt because it was quite distracting. And then you were talking about his biceps tensing up as he was.
Rippling bicep.
Right, I'm sorry. Listen, this room is where I'll be staying for the foreseeable future. If you find out anything about the undercurrent or need any assistance with anything, you know where to find me.
I appreciate that, Carter. And before I go,
Anything whatsoever.
what do you know about Lord Woods?
He was coming on to you.
No, it's not. It's not sexual at all, Corey.
And if you need assistance with anything else, you know where to find me.
There's a lot of sexual tension in the room.
There's none whatsoever, guys. It is merely an attractive male having a conversation with somebody else. Not everything devolves into that, you sickos.
So before I leave, I just asked him if he had any
Yeah.
information about Lord Woods, if he knew anything about him.
Woods, he's one of those that has one of the estates, isn't he?
Oh, is he asking me that? Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. I just heard somebody mention his name passing by on my way to the sushi restaurant, and
Lord Woods.
Kyo just
Lord
texted, "Did I
Woods.
miss it?"
You are on right now. Did I miss it? It's 10:30, Keo. We either did it or we did it, and we're an hour into it, or we didn't do it. And yes, you did. So, anyway, and he goes over to this little desk he has, and he's kind of rifling through his notes. And he's like, "Yeah, I have heard of Lord Woods here recently. His name has come up in several of the seedier parts of town."
Interesting. Anything connected with the undercurrent?
The problem is I don't have much to go on with the undercurrent. There's just anybody. I don't know if you've interacted with the undercurrent much, but they don't talk. There's something wrong with them in the head. Once you do manage to get them to talk, it's like they're not the same person they were before they joined.
Interesting. Well, I really must leave you, Carter, but it's been a pleasure. A pleasure. Yes. And I slowly start to back towards the door.
Remember, if you find out anything about the undercurrent, Please, find me here.
I will remember that.
And if you need help with anything else, you
No.
never send me.
No. No. All right. And we'll cut to Corkin. Is that at that point you leave? He's sitting, scribbling some notes. As you shut the door, and we cut to Corkin, who is doing.
I guess I'm just downstairs having a beer. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm just kind of like distraught over the whole situation, just harassing a woman. Kind of have like an internal crisis because I'm just. That's what happened to my mother, and she hates me now.
Ooh, damn it! That was good. It was a good save. All right. So you're sitting there, and that's when Shiny Joe. She looks at you. She makes eye contact with you, and then she heads over. And she's like, "Look, it's not a big deal. Okay, took your hands off. All I ask is for an apology."
Look, I'm sorry. I was stressed. I don't know what's gotten into me recently. I've just been all over the place. It's not my way to put my hands on a woman like that. I guess kind of these. Honestly, it might be Blackbush or Coco. One of those two. They kind of had a bad influence on me recently.
Under the bus.
Threw you under there fast. Look, dear, it's not a big deal. Okay, we can move past this. You become a better person for it. Okay, just always remember this.
Is this place that we're at is Ravenglass next to like Ireland or something? Why does everyone have an Irish accent?
That is the accent of Ravenglass.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you don't want me to immerse you in the fucking story, I won't. Hello, I'm Shiny Joe. Nice to meet you.
No, it's cool.
No. It's too distracting for Corey.
But it's
Yeah. Hold on. Let's be Blackbush. You guys notice how Keo still hasn't got on?
He was just making sure that we weren't here.
he's like just checking in, making sure. That's
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, Keo.
Hi. Really sorry, I got caught up with some work.
I'm sure you did.
No, it was real work. It was
your-
real work.
Is your girlfriend visiting or something?
No, she's not.
You guys
Don't tell her.
cybering?
You know what? We gotta do. I love that one. You gotta do what you gotta do, okay?
Why are you so fuzzy right now? Like, why is the quality shit for you? It's usually really good.
He's probably on his are you on headphones right now? Like
Yes, I am. Hold on. I will. Let me switch to my laptop here in just a sec.
Okay.
That'll probably be better. Ooh. So how? Where have we progressed to?
We haven't missed that much.
Yeah, we've done
Excellent.
some character development, and Jason Arcades has run into a Detective Carter.
A lone detective. Alone.
A rogue
Detective Carter.
who's looking into the undercurrent.
Okay.
Corkin. Well, Arcadius almost burnt down the tavern on accident.
What?
Uh,
Oh, please don't.
Corkin tried to he threateningly put his hands on Shiny Joe, and it almost didn't work out for him. And that's pretty much where we're at right now.
Okay. Well, I'm about to jump on Discord here. All right, I'll be right back on.
aren't we just waiting for like the tomorrow or the next day? Isn't that where like started?
No, just till the tavern closes.
Yes. All right. So after you guys talk a little bit, she kind of reassures you that everything's going to be okay. It's just let it go and learn from it. That's pretty much the last eventful thing that goes on at the tavern for you guys. There's some drinks. There's a lot of merriment going on. There's a pretty popular bard, it seems like, and he's got his lute. He's jamming out.
I want to hear "Peace bringeth over the king."
That song's not been invented yet.
All right. How's this? Any better?
A lot better.
Excellent.
Does the bard's name happen to be Randall Thor? Is that a trusty companion, Matt, with him?
No, his name is Mr. Thomas Maryland.
Does he have a patchwork cloak?
Of course, all self-respecting bards do. Okay, guys, stop it! Distracting me with the Wheel of Time references. Keo, you're muted, by the way.
I know, I was chewing. I was trying to be polite.
Oh, thank you.
So we're still in the tavern, or
Yes, you're in the musty attic.
Yeah, after the battle, we went back into the tavern because we didn't know where else to go.
well, that's fair. Did we find anything on our? I forget if we
Oh.
found anything on them.
I was the only one who
No.
checked, and I didn't see anything.
No. And Blackbush also pickpocketed someone for their room key, so you guys have a
This
place.
place is pretty crowded.
Yeah,
Wait.
you guys.
No, we have a place that somebody thinks that they belong in,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah. That's, don't argue semantics here.
Okay. And we're now talking to.
We are fast forwarding through the rest of the night, and so you guys, your meeting with Shiny Joe after the tavern closes.
Okay. In our room or downstairs?
We don't have a room.
Oh, aren't we some cheap bastards?
Well, we
No,
tried,
no,
but
it's
Shiny
all
Joe
booked up.
didn't.
Oh,
She offered you guys a crate underneath the stairs, but that's all that's available right now.
you know what? I would fit in a crate.
You take her up on the offer then?
I mean, I'm not pleased about it, but I'd
It'll cost 1 gold piece.
what?
Crate cost a gold?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, you're
A little
right.
high, doesn't it?
All right. You talked her down to a silver piece.
Okay, deal. I'll make it my little home away from home.
All right, so the sounds have faded, replaced with the low hum of the large lamps burning. The smells of cooking meat and a day's labor replaced by the smell of stale beer. Shiny Joe has finished chasing off the last of the people in the street and returns. Her happy, easygoing face is replaced with one of somber reluctance. She begins going around extinguishing many of the lamps and douses the fire in the hearth. When she's finished, all she has is 1 candle, and she ushers you into the back room. And I got a baby waking up, so dwell on that for a second.
So while we're waiting, Keo, I need you to click on the link in the Discord chat and follow.
Okay.
Are
Do I
you
need to do
being
this
right?
in private mode or?
No?
Okay, I'll click it. I don't know if I have. Oh wait, no, it's a Twitch. Sorry. Okay.
Blue Twitch.
So, what is this now?
It's my Twitch. It's my stream. We're live right now.
Oh, super. All right. How do I get this ad to stop playing? Or do you
Oh.
make money on that ad?
No, I don't make any money.
Okay.
So just click that follow button in the top right corner.
Oh, it's gonna make me sign up though.
Oh, you
Which I
don't
guess
signed up
I-
to
hold on.
Twitch?
Dude, no. I mean, I have one, but I don't use it. Let me make sure. I think this is it.
You don't have to use it. I just want the subscriber or the follower numbers.
And will you please donate me like a couple of $100?
And yeah, I'm trying to save up for a camera.
Is that the next step is getting a camera?
What?
Is the next step getting a camera?
I think so. If I want to go big, Riley, I need a camera.
Are you the next ninja?
Oh, definitely.
Better.
Except I play more than just one game.
That's a novel idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's pretty ballsy, Jason.
Okay, it wasn't that email.
How many email addresses do you have?
I have a few. I have like probably 9, 10.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they're for different categories. Like I have one just for like job searching. I have one just for my work. I have one for signing up for gaming stuff. I have one for my family. I have one for private mode. You know.
Is it like keofamily.gmail.com? keowork.gmail.com?
No, I haven't gotten that organized with it, but I should. I'm going to redo the entire my entire system, because if you get a website domain, you can have all the emails forwarded to the one thing. I mean, it's just the easiest way to do it, and you can customize the email address and all that stuff, and then you can just, then when you sign up for I don't know, like when somebody tells you, hey, here's my link, click on this and sign up, and I do that, I'm going to use a different email, a particular email to that. I'll create one just for that. And then if I start getting a bunch of spam in my my main email, I'll see, where's the spam coming from? Oh, it's coming from this email. And I only use this email to sign up for Jason's stream. So I'm disconnecting from Jason's stream. So that's the bones of it. Ooh, okay. Found the email address, but now I have to figure out the password.
A, B, C.
Wait, Jason, I tell you my password? Okay. I think. Oh, looks like you got a new follower.
Oh, baby.
What are you up to now? 33?
Yep, 33.
Looks like you got a new follower.
Oh, baby.
Whoa.
What are you up to now? 30?
Okay, now I'm hearing an echo. I'm going to stop this.
You got to turn off the volume.
That was freaking me out, because then I thought, at first, I really thought somebody was just impersonating me. I was like, wow.
And doing a really good job.
Yeah, I was like, Riley, when did you pick up, what kind of class are you taking this semester? Oh. 1 second, I'll be right back.
All right, I'm back.
He literally got back as soon as Keo said he was going to be right back.
Maybe have you guys seen us in the same room together?
Good point.
Which baby was
I'm back.
Emerson. It's only Emerson that wakes up now.
What the-
Amelia.
How long was I gone? DJ, you're on?
Yeah, it was Friday. Did you not realize it?
Friday the what?
It's June 8th.
Wouldn't that be a terrible superpower if, like, you could time travel but only forward in time?
Oh, God, that would suck.
And you couldn't do it for more than like a couple of days.
That would suck so bad. That is the worst superpower.
And sometimes it would accidentally happen when you sneeze.
Oh, that would suck. Okay. Alright, so she ushers you in the back room.
Is this where my crate is?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
This is your crate.
excellent. Okay.
And she's kind of whatever blanket she's laid down for you, she's stepping on. She doesn't really care about. Like, this is whatever she's got you for is a little bit more important than your blanket.
I'm trying to make a visibly, like, kind of, annoyed face.
Yeah. All right. If you want answers, you better be honest. Lord Woods is never early or late. The gold arrives precisely when it means to. Sorry, that was a Lord of the Rings reference. The gold always arrives on the second day of the week. You are early. Why?
Yeah, Coco, why? Why are we early?
No, we had a bit of an issue on the
She
ship.
she jumps as if this is the first time she recognizes Coco. She's like, "What? Are you a goblin?"
Okay. I get it. You know what? I was gonna. Maybe I'd like to return my room.
I mean, gold is gold, silver is silver, but I had no idea.
Yeah. What does it change?
Oh, nothing.
It's gonna happen
Oh,
at some point,
of course
so-
you're welcome here.
But I
I
guess
love
better now
people like
than
you. I have
having
a
worked
lot of
with them,
goblin
so I guess,
friends.
like,
Jesus.
That's
a good way to look at it.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta
I've got
say,
friends
what
that
are
are
their
I
names?
heard you say
What are their
that
names?
Sombra is a crutch, and
That
only
doesn't-
inferior teams use Sombra. However,
You know what?
we
I'll
did
just save you the
see
trouble.
San Francisco
It's
Shop
fine.
kinda pull out the Sombra
Do
on
it.
map too, so
Good. I'm
any
cool.
comments?
I don't
So
feel
you
uncomfortable
have to,
all
listen, when someone
around
else
you
abuses
and your
Sombra,
people.
like the sloppy
I love
team, then you
goblin
gotta
music.
use Sombra and let them know that it's not okay. That's just how it goes.
Goblin
I don't make
music
the
is my
rules here.
favorite.
You know,
Super, this is why I love having you down here. You,
you know,
always bring
I get
spice
it.
and you always bring the
I just
fun.
didn't realize
So
you
thank you so
were
much.
a
That was
goblin
phenomenal.
yourself. You know.
Yes. Well, I am. And you know what? As I was the one that happened to have been running the ship at the time, I had to make a few calls,
Oh,
and it ended up with us here early. And we have a lot of other business to attend to leaving
That's
here.
not
So
like you goblins to be early.
so you're not like you're not like other goblins, are you?
I swear. You know what? You don't have to say the goblin word anymore. You can just leave it alone.
What would you like to be called? What does your kind like to be referred to? Sorry.
Just you know what? Just call me Coco. Maybe
Is that short for something?
no, just plain old Coco. And yes, it's with K's.
Oh, okay, Coco.
Exotic.
I never heard.
You know, funny
How'd
story, I met a man just a few minutes ago. Never mind, keep going.
A man, look, and she looks at you and is like, "That's great. I'm not judging."
No, it's not what you think.
Okay, I get it. You're a goblin. You just met a man. I'm really like. I'm so happy that you guys are such an open-minded group. You know.
Well, to be totally honest, we're actually not. But man, can we please get on with business here?
Of course. I'll, whatever you want. You just, tell me. We'll work it out. I don't have any extra gold. It's all in the safe. So if that's what you're here for, I can't help you. I can.
No, I sure would hate for it to get around that you're kind of talking against my kind.
Oh,
There's no PC culture in
I'm sorry.
Ravenclaw. You're SOL.
You're right. Let's cut it out. I apologize, Mr. What did you say your name was again?
It was Coco. It's very simple. It's Coco.
Coco.
Cocoa butter.
And she bends down to shake your hand, and she pats you on the head. I'm very sorry, Coco, for offending you.
As she
And
goes to
you-
grab my hand, I actually hold it out for her to kiss it instead.
Oh, she goes to swat it away, but quickly pulls her hand back, and she realizes she could offend you some more, so she pulls back. It's like I'm sorry, and Mr. Arcadius, is that what it was? Arcadius? Again,
Yes.
I'm not judging. It's whatever you're into is fine. If you want something a little bit more private, where I can procure you a private room or something.
Whoa.
If that's
So
what you-
there's rooms available?
Well, look, I don't want any trouble.
Yes,
That's
yes.
all this
As a matter of
is about.
fact, I will take you up on that offer. For
Good. I'm so happy that you're not afraid to be yourself.
I got an open bed in a guy's room named Carter. I think you'll like him very much.
Look, and it's not just that you have a goblin and you, Arcadius. You know, it's not. You know, look at this guy. What is your name, Corky?
Orca.
Yeah. I mean, look, you have a full-grown. I mean, I'm sorry. Can I call you an orc? Is that what you go by?
I am a half orc.
Look, I'm so glad that your parents loved each other and they weren't ashamed of who they loved. That's what I love about this group. You guys don't care about who you love.
Can
That's
we
all
just get
I-
on with the business, ma'am? Let's just get on with the business, please.
Okay, I'm sorry, okay? Anyway, Lord Woods is never early or late. Why are you...
Oh, we're back at this
Right.
again.
Precisely when he means to.
Trademark copyright.
Mr.
I think we're. Yeah, as I was saying before, leading the ship, I had to make certain calls, and we don't just do business with you, if you can understand. And we had to be a little early so that we could take care of some other very important business.
And,
Oh,
she brushes you off, and it's like, she looks at Arcadius and be like, now, can you please tell me why you were early?
well, as I mentioned earlier, there was a storm which gave us a very strong headwind, and we made great time. So that is why we are here early.
But even if you are here early, even if your ship gets here early, you're not supposed to meet here till the second day of the week. You know, we've been doing this for a while now. You know how important it is to stick to the schedule.
Well, I mean, I heard about this Matilde competition going on, and I just thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
Just, we can't be seen too often together. If people start piecing things together, we could get in a lot of trouble, and I'm just the middleman, or middle woman, and I don't want to be caught. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to lose my tavern.
Ma'am, I don't think you have to worry about us too much. This is our first time coming by.
I'm sorry, you want me to not worry about you? You just put your hands on me earlier in the night.
And I apologize. You said we were cool.
I'm just it's very important that we stick to the schedule. So I'm just on edge. I'm sorry. It's nothing about you guys. It's just
Well, if you'd like, we can wait until tomorrow.
no. Where's the gold at?
Yeah, Coco, where's the gold?
Me? I thought Corkin knew where it was.
I'm just the powder monkey.
How much gold are you looking for?
The what do you mean? How much gold am I looking for? You know how this arrangement works. You work for Lord Woods, right?
I think he was just testing you.
What's his name?
Do you work for Lord Woods? I'm starting to second guess you.
We're gonna need some two-step verification from you.
Here's my Bitcoin wallet. Just here's my QR code from my Bitcoin wallet. Just transfer it to there. Anyway, listen. The gold, the chest with the numbers. It's
Yes.
the same all the time.
Yeah. Just testing you. Just
What?
testing you.
What's our NPC's name?
Shiny Joe.
No. The one Coco's with. We can get him to bring it in.
Are you talking about
Oh. Lincoln.
Lincoln Atkinson?
Lincoln Atkinson.
Coco.
Lincoln Atkinson.
Is it possible for you to tell Lincoln to bring it in here?
Yeah, I don't know if I would trust him to be on his own to get it.
No. One of I'll go get it.
Okay, and we
I'll have
fast
Lincoln
forward-
with you.
Okay. So we fast forward, and it takes about an hour to get to and back. So there's a lot of small talk, and she's very obviously trying to hide. She's very polite to Coco, like overly polite to Coco. Can I get you something to drink? That kind of stuff. She's really only offering it to Coco. Super polite.
Naming really popular goblin bards that
she listens to.
Maybe Coco might be into.
Yeah. So
what kind of relationship do your parents have with goblins?
I honestly didn't grow up with goblins, but like I said, I've known of goblins.
Must have been a nice part of town, huh?
Now, and I know the struggle that goblins go through on a daily basis, and I...
Really? Have you been there?
Well, no, I've not been there myself, but that place, you just don't go to that side of town.
Oh, no, I understand.
And so Blackbush comes back with Lincoln and the chest, and she's like shouting. She's like, "Don't come through the front door!" She slams the door and closes, looking out the window, trying to make sure no one saw. All right, open it up.
Lincoln, you might want to step out for a little while.
That's probably a good idea, Lincoln. Could you just make sure nobody just give us a heads up if anything funny is happening around this door?
Ah, yes, Coco. I'll go and watch.
Hey, whoa. That wasn't Blackbush that said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a copyright on pirate talk?
Yeah, I do.
And so Lincoln just heads outside, and he's going to set up watch for you guys.
Sweet.
He definitely seems like a trustworthy guy.
Yeah, he's definitely a union guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Fair wages for fair work. All right, so you guys open the chest, and she looks at the numbers. Is like, all right, so where's the paperwork with it?
I hand her the paperwork.
That's not the thing you burned, was it, Corey?
Well, there was a little issue with the paper.
What do you mean, Blackbush?
Well, the storm it knocked a lot of things over, and we lost a couple things, and that was one of them, the paperwork.
You what? Coco goes over and pretends to be reprimanding him. I just give him a little. I climb up and give him a little smack up the back of the head real quick.
All right. So if...
And then I kind of lean to Joe. What's her name?
Shiny Joe. Shiny Joe, guys. These are so basic names.
And I say, you can't hit him back. They have laws.
All right. Can you guys give me a deception check with advantage?
We want to just
because of that. Just Blackbush. Give me
So, me also?
Yeah,
No.
deception check with advantage.
Okay, deception. Sweet. I got a little bit of a bump. Not my best work.
You have it with advantage, so you get a roll.
Oh. Wait, which one came first?
You got a 11 and a 12.
Okay, well, 12 it is, I guess.
All right, so she buys this obvious fib. And she's, oh, yes, I understand. And look, all right, so it looks like it's all here. How many packs? 10?
Aye.
And you lost the paperwork.
Well, things happen, you know.
We've never had this happen before. Have you encountered this before?
Wait a minute. Now, Coco, how many of these have you run before? I'm not accusing you of anything, but this is the first time I've seen paperwork go missing, and I'm just, I'm making sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to do and no one's taking what they're not.
I mean, I was just simply asking what we should do in
No,
this situation.
pull the race card, Keo. Pull the race card.
But if you want to accuse the obviously different one here.
Well, no, the thing is you're not the obviously different one, and she points to Corkin. He's the obviously different one.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm not saying anything.
I think we need to file a report with Lord Wood.
I think she has a problem with half-breeds.
Wait, what?
Now, all right, everyone, calm down. I don't want any trouble.
What do you recommend we do in this situation?
Well, you guys made the delivery. I recommend that you leave.
Whoa. Don't we get to meet Lord Woods?
Alright, as if our cover couldn't be blown out.
All right.
Okay, I pretend to laugh.
All right. Why don't you sit down here for a second? And I'll go get us some soup and some bread. We could be here for a while.
What are we waiting for?
Like that,
I feel like there's a bit of a miscommunication on what your roles are in this whole thing versus what my role is. And I just think there needs to be a little bit of clarification on both of our ends on who's doing what and what that means.
I lean over to Corkin and say, "Knock her out."
No, what?
She's clearly gonna go get some bodyguards and have them beat us up.
Well, let me help you with that soup. There's lots of soup. Let me help get it.
Okay. Yes, come to the back. It's in the kitchen, in the back.
Corkin, we're
And,
never gonna see him again if you don't do something now.
she'll expect it from me. I've already touched her tonight.
She side-eyeing you all day.
It has to be you. You're the only one that's like.
She starts to lead Blackbush in the back. She opens up the kitchen door, and they're standing there. Give me a perception check.
Oh my
Arcadius.
goodness.
Arcadius.
Not Arcadius. Blackbush.
That's Lord Wood.
Hello?
Nice. Nat 20.
Naturally.
All right. So you open the door, and there is a steaming pot of soup
Oh.
that is obviously there, with the smell of bread seeps out into the common area, and she gets the bowls and the soups, and she hands you the bowls, Blackbush, and she takes the big pot, and she calls out to one of you. Can one of you come get the oven mitts?
I guess
I still don't trust her.
I don't really either, but I'm gonna.
I
run
think
out
she's
there.
onto us.
I think so too. I think maybe meeting Lord Woods was not part of the plan.
I mean, she's our contact. What else was she supposed to tell us?
You know what? I'm gonna go help get some oven mitts.
Oh my goodness.
And you walk in the kitchen, and she looks at you. Does anybody else want to help me with the oven mitts?
How many oven
I'm
mitts does she
sorry.
need?
Katie, it's gonna be you. She's just gonna look down on.
As I'm
Oh,
helping.
I'm kidding about that. So you guys get the oven mitts. She puts the oven mitts on the table, the steaming bowl, the pot of soup, and she begins ladling out some soup. And it's a nice hearty potato soup.
Ooh.
She sprinkles some shredded cheese on top of it.
Ooh.
Any bacon crumbles?
Of course, it's the only way to eat potato soup. She breaks out the
And-
breaking.
As we're eating, well, I guess I can refer her to. Oh well, now I say, we're
Can
really
you guys,
kind of.
before we get going, can you all give me a? Let's do. Let's do a medicine check.
What are we
Oh,
doing?
no.
I'm definitely not eating this soup. I'd never.
Yeah, that's meta.
I mean, no, I was never gonna eat the soup.
Okay, whoever is
struggling.
eating the soup, whoever's eating the soup, give me.
I
a
have no
check.
reason to not eat the soup. I'm not gonna go meta.
No, I never trusted her.
I've already
Yeah.
suspected her once tonight.
Okay.
Where's my medicine? You said.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Did everyone roll? Okay. The soup is delicious.
I hate you, DJ.
I don't think his description could maybe be done.
The soup is delicious. And after she's done ladling, and she's eating the soup right now, and then she looks up and is like, all right, whatever you guys think is going on is probably not accurate. This is your first time making this run, I can tell. Okay? So let me tell you how it usually works. You bring the gold in. I use my Retilde tournament to clean the gold, wash it so there's no trace that Lord Woods ever delivered it to me. From that point, my contacts meet me at various locations.
I feel like while you're discussing this, there's like a cut scene through this whole
Yes.
thing
exactly.
going on, like this exchange of money
Yes. So
with
the
some
gold-
pretty smooth jazz music playing in the back.
yes, a lot of cuts zooming into the gold transferring hands kind of thing.
Lasers there.
Yes. The gold comes in. The Ravenglass government just thinks I have this big Retilde tournament. Well, the money comes in, the gold comes in. I'm able to bring in large sums of gold without raising any suspicion. Some blonde guy comes in and she describes him, and you recognize the description as Lewis Riley, the guy that you met earlier. He brings me a name and a location, a description of the person. I meet whoever out there. I give them whatever gold I have to give them, and that's it. That is my deal in this. Your deal is just to bring me the gold.
I feel so silly. I forgot to ask for crackers to go with this soup.
Yeah. Just asked me if I was a pirate.
Yes, he is.
My name's Blackbush the pirate.
It's not because of his beard.
I think it's
I
time
won't
for us
tell
to
you
be
what she
honest,
said.
though. Yes, it is our first time doing this.
Who is Kegaletto?
Just a follower.
Oh. Dad, this looks like a lot of fun. All right.
Stage right.
So, unless there's some damning revelation that you're really not here to deliver the money, to deliver the gold, is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, I was wondering because, we're kind of just a motley crew looking for some easy gold, and I didn't know if Lord Woods had any other.
All right, that's enough. Okay? The jig is up. Okay? Listen, Lord Woods doesn't just hire a motley crew to deliver this.
No, he doesn't. And I glare at him again, trying to play it off like he's just being an idiot.
What do you want to know? Stop lying. If you want to be honest with you, you're going to have to start being honest with me.
I am being honest with you. Deception check. Hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna...
I love your guys' solution to everything. Just bulldoze your way through.
All right.
Keep rolling.
Oh my god.
You're being honest with me right now. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that you're a motley crew all of a sudden, that you don't know how you got here so early, you don't know why. There's a lot of inconsistencies to this story.
Well,
This
it's our
Blackbush-
first. It's our first delivery. We gotta work the kinks out. We're relatively new, and I'll give it to you. We sold our position to you guys, and you used us. We're reliable.
I mean, we did
We
get
got
to you.
here, didn't we?
Early is best, right?
So this is what we're going with, huh? That's the decision we're making, right here, right now. This is what we're gonna stick to this story.
I think what we're trying to get at is, I think we would like to be a little bit more involved if there's a way that you know about.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. I think we're ready to step up.
All right.
It's our first delivery. We were early. I think we have more responsibility.
Do you all want something to drink?
Absolutely
No,
not. I'm good.
I had a couple drinks too many at the tournament
I'm
tonight.
going to go get some of my harder stuff because of what is going on right now. And she goes back.
I lean into
and...
Corkin. Now.
All right. She comes back after a little bit, and she's got this it's a dark brown drink with her at this point. Are you sure none of you want any of this?
I'll try,
Ah, it looks good.
I'll try a little.
I give it the smell test.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
I would also like to give a little whiff. It looks intriguing.
It looks good.
Ooh. Okay.
Looks good to me.
Would you?
It's, okay.
I rolled 19 myself.
Yes.
Okay, 19.
So, Coco, you think it smells normal. And Blackbush, you definitely think this is poison. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, this is a poison drink.
Okay. I turn back to the group and I give the old thumbs up.
Well, I'm quite depressed at this point, so I just bottoms it up. I bottom it up.
Is that would Blackbush really poison himself?
No, it wasn't. But I have to go.
Okay, that's fine. We can stop.
All right. Sorry,
Join
we're
us
kind of
next
mid-stride,
time.
We're at a good stopping point.
No, it's okay. Middle of the conversation. We're good. We'll pick it up next week.
Okay. So I.
No, it doesn't matter. You guys have decided you're going to bulldoze through this story with lies and deceit. So... No, if you gotta go, dude, you gotta go. I'm just
No,
messing with you.
I all my excitement kind of leaves, and that smells a little too strong for me.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll take yours. I'd take Blackbush's.
Alright.
Wait. I think it might be a little bit too strong for you too.
Well, it won't be too strong for me. I'm a bigger guy.
No. Trust me. This stuff is a little too strong for all of us.
And she just,
Why don't you take some first? Look at her.
she looks at you and says, "Do you really think I poisoned this drink?" And she takes a drink.
No, it's just a little strong. I don't think this. You know, goblins can't handle their alcohol without getting all rambunctious.
What's that supposed to mean? I walk up to you and I buck up.
Oh God.
Not very high, though.
All right, calm down. All right, listen. You clearly are not here under under Lord Woods' command. It is very obvious.
I am
So-
insulted.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Why are you here?
Okay, you know what? Shiny Joe? First, I have two questions. One you can answer later. I would love to know the origin of your name.
Oh, yeah, Shiny Joe. I just picked it because it sounded cool.
It
I
does
like
sound
Shiny.
cool.
When you hear Shiny Joe, you think of a man. You never would expect someone like me, would you?
That's smart. I like that.
What's your second question? And please let it be related to this.
Does it matter to Lord Woods who is bringing the gold as long as they're reliable?
For this, from what I know, and I don't know everything, you would have to ask either Lord Woods or someone closely connected to Lord Woods. I'm the middleman, but I can tell you... Hi, Jason. Hit him on the head! More spitballs? Or more broccoli?
Nice.
That's perfect,
But-
me, Jason.
Every week, whoever delivers the gold has been very reliable and has been used multiple times. You walk in here, never seen your face before, with a ton of inconsistencies in your story, and I'm supposed to believe that you're some subcontractor that Lord Woods just hired off the docks to deliver this very important stuff.
Well, Shiny Joe, let me put it this way: we're easily more reliable than who. If what you say, you're guessing is, we're much more reliable than whoever was supposed to deliver gold.
Okay, see, that's the kind of stuff that
I-
makes me believe you're not supposed to be.
Really? I think Lord Woods wanted to change out that. I think he thought the other people knew a little bit too much about what was going on.
Okay, let me make things clear with myself. I'm a third party. I'm a middle person. I don't want trouble. Whatever Lord Woods is involved in, I'm just here to make sure the gold gets delivered and take my cut. If you're here to sabotage Lord Woods, I don't want any part of it. I don't want any trouble. Just...
We would like to get closer to Lord Woods.
Okay, see, we're on the right track. Okay, this honesty thing is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay? Like I said, I don't want trouble. I'm just here to make sure the gold gets delivered.
Delivered.
And so are we. And so are we.
Okay.
But if we can get closer to Lord Woods in the process, we'll take any avenue that you might be able to.
Can you describe the man that you dropped the money off to?
Well, I have about 7 or 8 different contacts I dropped the different gold off to. See, the blonde guy who comes in every few days.
Right.
I get the name of somebody, a description, and how much gold and where I'm going to. Okay?
Okay.
I meet that
Uh-huh.
person.
Yep.
Okay?
I'm taking notes. Sorry.
And- yeah, no, that's fine.
No, I
meet
meant like
that
in character. I'm
person-
taking notes.
Gotcha. Okay. And deliver them the gold. And that may be the last time I see that person. Now I can tell you, over the 6, at some point after the Civil War, the Etheridge Civil War, is when Lord Woods contacted me about doing this arrangement.
Interesting.
Okay? And I've probably met the same 6 or 7 people over this, 6-month period. So it's a new person every few days. Though. I don't meet the same person. I don't give the same person the gold every time.
And then they take the money
So-
to Lord Woods, out of character.
No.
I'm just confused about this whole thing.
Okay, so out of character, Lord Woods delivers money to this person, to Shiny Joe. Shiny Joe then distributes this money to other people within the city.
For what reason? Or do we not know that yet?
That is, you don't know that yet.
Okay.
That is
But we did
the
meet-
stuff.
We did meet Lewis. Lewis was his name.
Yes, he was the guy that.
He's
He's
one
the
of the
blonde.
pickups.
Yes, it's Lewis Riley. He's not a pickup. No, Lewis Riley is the guy that delivers the name that she's supposed to meet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Messenger
Yes.
Lewis
Exactly.
Riley.
So, can you tell us when Lewis Riley showed?
He shows up. Well, he showed up today, actually.
Oh, and who did he tell you to meet?
Well, all I have is this name. Like I said, I've got a name, a description, and a place to meet. That's all I have.
And what is the name and the location? Hold on, let me get some more ink.
Well, if you want that information, you're going to have to give me some information.
What kind of information do you want?
I want to know what you're doing and why you're doing it.
What if I gave you even better information?
Oh, I got disconnected when he said, I have a name.
You just left.
Corey said he got disconnected.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah, I got disconnected right when you were saying, I have a name.
I have the name and the contact information who I'm supposed to meet tomorrow. But I'm not giving you that information until you give me information about what you're doing here, why you're doing it, and what it has to do with Lord Woods.
What if I told you I knew a certain someone who was doing some independent investigation work? Would that
Lord Wood.
be something that you would be interested in knowing about?
No. As politely as possible, no.
We were hired by a guy named Agent Carter.
Oh, yes.
A guy named Agent Carter who's doing a private investigation work on Lord Wood. He's hoping to book him pretty good. He works with the city guard.
Carter, like the guy that lives up, staying in the room upstairs?
Yes, that's him.
Carter with a K.
How did you hear about this? How did you hear about Carter? Did he introduce himself?
Wait, we give you information, then you give us some information.
I gave you a bunch of information. I told you the whole background about how this whole thing works. You've told me that Carter is doing something.
Alright, I gotta go, guys. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine, man. That's
Join
fine.
us next week on
Yes.
The Natural Wonders.
Alright, see you guys.
See you, Corey.
Love you, man.
See you,
Love
Corey.
you too.
Do you have any out of character questions? Because I know it can be a little confusing.
I was just
So you
confused about why we had to meet her in the first place, because I didn't understand what her role in all this was.
Okay. She's the middle person.
Well, I get that now, but I mean, like, why did Hawkwing want us to meet her?
Well, because she's your only contact in right now. She's the only person that you have any sort of contact with in this whole scheme. Like, she's the only person you have right now.
This is purely just investigative on our part. Get information, right?
Right.
So we're pretty bad detectives right now.
I'm not going to say bad, because you're on the right track now.
We gave up our undercover part. If this were The Wire, we would have been dead.
No, it's fine. You guys are doing fine. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. And